Mysteries of the Steampunk Island. Adventures of Emily and Misty. The wind raged when Emily's flying apparatus landed on an uncharted island. It was covered with dense jungles, through which strange metallic structures pierced. "It seems we're not alone, Misty," said Emily, watching a mechanical spider swiftly dart between the trees. Misty, her robot cat, growled, looking at it with her shimmering eyes. They ventured deeper into the island, following the mechanical spider. As Emily and Misty moved through the dense vegetation, suddenly a swarm of mechanical bees burst from behind the foliage. These machines, the size of a human fist, shone with a metallic sheen and emitted a menacing buzz. Each bee had a sharp stinger and tiny but very sharp blades on their legs. Misty reacted swiftly. Her eyes glowed red, and she began to emit high-frequency sound waves, which interfered with the mechanical bees. But there were too many, and some bees still managed to get closer. Emily, in turn, quickly pulled out a small steampunk blaster from her backpack. It fired electric charges, and each shot paralyzed several mechanical bees, turning them into inactive metallic husks. The battle lasted for several minutes until all the bees were immobilized. Emily and Misty, catching their breath, continued their journey, leaving behind the shimmering of deactivated mechanical bees. "We need to be more careful, Misty," said Emily, looking at her robot companion. "This island is full of unexpected dangers." Misty purred in response, indicating she was ready for any challenges alongside her owner. Continuing their journey, Emily and Misty entered a dense forest of mechanical trees. These trees were built from metal and had gear-like branches that moved, emitting sounds reminiscent of rumbling machines. Each tree was equipped with sensitive sensors that reacted to movement. When Emily and Misty approached a tree, its branches tried to block their path or even capture them. Relying on her engineering experience, Emily tried to find a weakness in the tree mechanics. She found that if you throw a small metal piece at a specific part of the tree, its mechanism gets temporarily blocked. Using this method, they slowly but surely paved their way through the forest. Exiting the forest of mechanical trees, they faced a daunting cave. The entrance was guarded by mechanical snakes that wrapped tightly around the stone pillars at the entrance. These snakes had eyes emitting red light, and they hissed when someone tried to approach the cave. Emily realized that a direct confrontation with these guards could be dangerous. She devised a plan. Using her steampunk blaster, she created a diversion, distracting the snakes, while Misty, using her quick reflexes, disabled them one by one. After the last mechanical snake was disabled, Emily and Misty entered the cave, ready to face the next challenge in search of the ancient mechanism. Inside the cave, Emily and Misty discovered an ancient steampunk mechanism. It was the size of a room and had many buttons, levers, and screens. In the midst of the mechanism stood a giant crystalline sphere, emitting a faint light. "It seems like the energy source of the entire island," said Emily, examining the device. However, activating the mechanism wasn't easy. It required a specific sequence of actions. Emily and Misty began studying the instructions engraved on the cave walls. While they were at it, the mechanical creatures of the island gathered at the cave entrance. They seemed to be guarding the mechanism and didn't want anyone to activate it. Misty, using her robotic abilities, created a protective barrier at the entrance while Emily worked on activating the mechanism. After several hours of hard work and thanks to the combination of Emily's intellect and Misty's technological skills, the mechanism was activated. The crystalline sphere lit up brightly, and the entire island came alive. The mechanical creatures halted their attacks and retreated, seemingly admitting defeat. Emily and Misty exited the cave, and before them was an island full of living mechanical plants and animals, which had previously been hidden. They realized that activating the mechanism had restored the island to its original state, transforming it from an abandoned mechanical hell into a paradise where machines and nature existed in harmony. Emily and Misty spent a few more days on the island, exploring its wonders. They learned to communicate with the mechanical creatures and even helped some of them restore their original form. Finally, they returned home, taking with them several souvenirs from the island and enriching their knowledge with new discoveries. And so concluded another remarkable adventure of Emily and her loyal friend Misty in the world of steampunk.